My name is Lem. I'm from the UK and I am completing a project out here in the quarry for part of my master's course back home. My project is to figure out the taphonomy of the big sauropod in the quarry. So that means I need to figure out everything that's happened to it after death, all the way through decay, burial, and then up to when it's been found. So I'm in charge of all the kind of gross stuff that's going on to it, to try and figure out why it died, whether there were any environmental factors and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, it's been amazing. I've learnt so much from the other interns, from Nate. I don't think I'll ever look at a skeleton in the same way after drawing all the bones over and over again. But yeah, it's been an amazing experience both here in the field and in the lab, because I've learned some amazing new techniques and I really hope I can come back and carry on with my experience here. Oh, definitely. He's a wealth of knowledge, and he doesn't take the reins from you. He'll tell you what he wants you to do and then he'll let you go and do it, which I think is great. And that's not just for me, I think it's for everyone who's come on the dig. If you find a bone, he'll come and look at it and go, yeah, that's a bone, and then tell you what to do and you can get on with it, and it's like your own little fossil and you can work on it yourself. It's not as if he's taken it away from you, which I think is great. I have been mapping the bones in the quarry. This is one block of the map. So essentially what you have to do for taphonomical studies is figure out the orientation of each bone so you can decide whether there is a paleocurrent in the environment. And then you can try and piece them all back together and try and figure out how the animal died. So we've got a cluster of ribs over here, we've got some dorsal vertebrae around here, and we've got one that's kind of drifted away from the rest. And then what's happened is that the tail has kind of flipped around, so the caudal vertebrae have ended up in the rib cage, whether that's due to rigor mortis or whether it's due to a flow in the system where the animal died, or whether it's a bit of both. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I've got a few more bones to add to that today and then I'm finished with the map, so I'm quite pleased with that. When I found my first bone, I was up digging with Kathy and we were brushing away, and suddenly we see this big black hard object emerge from the ground. We're brushing, like, oh, does it carry on, does it carry on? And it carried on into the hill and we were like, oh, it's a bone! Woo! And then Mitch came over and verified that it was a rib from a sauropod, so we did a little dance and that was awesome. I'll never forget that. If anybody's thinking of coming on a dinosaur dig, I highly recommend the Judith with the Dinosaur Institute. It's been a really good experience and yeah, I know I'll never forget it, so I highly recommend Nate's group. I've only done some fossil walks and I've done some lab work back home, but I've never been on a big organised dig like this, so it's been awesome. People always imagine badlands and really hot and dry, which is where most bones normally are hiding, but this is awesome. You've got the lush plains, you've got a forest over there, and yeah, it's great. It's been really good.